Greetings guys and welcome back once again. Today I have the aesthetic boy Kael as our character analysis video. So let's go ahead and check him out. Kael is a lovely old warrior, and let's go take a look at his skills before I actually show him off, which I have not used him yet, so please don't frown upon me. But his ultimate skill, Burrowing Lightning, he enchants himself and charges forward, piercing through and taunting enemies with damage. It applies a damage reflection buff on him, which does increase with leveling. Also a barrier, which can be very important. It seems like it damages the enemy a decent amount and it taunts them, and any enemy I'm assuming that get hit with taunt will take an extra 20% damage. So even for 3 seconds, if your DPS can somehow maybe pop their ults or pop a hard-hitting move, this could definitely add up in theory. And like I said, just in theory. This isn't tested, just in theory. His next one deals damage by spinning and throwing his halberd at enemies. So maybe that's like a traveling AoE similar to Pang. Not so much AoE, but a traveling move similar to Pang. And then Thunder Strike deals damage by slashing a target at a broad area. This skill is used again. He hammers a narrow area but inflicts greater damage. So this one has two steps to it. So 2 different animations. Sound like it might be a slight AoE. We'll definitely have to check that out though. And it does just some damage, and then silence, which I'm not sure about silence. And again, more additional damage, which is always lovely. His passive increases his physical defense and tenacity. His second passive increases his physical attack and makes him take less skill damage, which can be very important. And then his last boosts his HP and magic defense and critical resists by 30%, which is absolutely disgusting. That's disgusting. His trait, which activates every 24 seconds, has a 24-second cooldown, raises his attack up at level 1 by 15% for 8 seconds. So again, it seems like he's more orientated around a little bit more damage than defense. I'm not saying he's not a tank, but he seems a little bit more built around offense than defense. So he's probably categorized as a hybrid. I don't want to throw that out here because I mean I could always be wrong. So if anyone has any takes on Kael, please let us know. But his second trait boosts his defense as well with the same thing for 8 seconds. Then we have that element trait. So let's go ahead and see what Kael can do. He looks pretty cool though. I will give him that. We'll go ahead and see what his moves got going on for him. So let's pop that ult first. Okay, so the ult looks like it's a straight line AoE. And remember, it can inflict taunt and the additional damage, I believe. And it looks like he got some electricity around him. He got some Sasuke action. His second is also straight line, but he can throw his axe and move at the same time. So he doesn't get locked in animation, which is actually great. Let's see that again. Yeah, which is actually great. So he can start hitting mobs and then... Alright, so his first one isn't so much an AoE. It's just a standard, probably 2-hit attack, which isn't bad at all. Get that off. So there is a small AoE, if you guys saw. It goes probably, I'm not sure if you can see it with my mouse, but it goes in front of him at about a 180 angle, looks like it. Yeah, 180. And then the follow-up strike is just directly in front of him. So that's not bad at all. So he can cleave whatever's in front of him. And that could be useful for long range. So I wonder with Kael, it looks like the goal might be for you to pop your ult with Kael, get that off as soon as possible, and then either throw his halberd or just throw it right off the bat, pop his ult, and then charge in and get off his basic attack, obviously when everything's off cooldown. But we're going to try that out real quick. So maybe it's something like that. I'm not like an expert Kael player. We're just seeing what he does. So if you guys are interested in his playstyle, maybe it's something suited for you. But that's Kael. He looks pretty aesthetic. He's fairly unique in my opinion. I definitely do want to invest in him. I might throw him on my second team, or maybe even third team, because I actually would love to use him. I definitely love his look. If only he could get like a transformation with his halberd or whatever it's called and do more, that would be splendid as well. But let's once again pull him up for a second. But that's pretty much Kael. He seems more damage based. Obviously he's going to do more damage when he's a higher level and also has a higher star rating. But he seems a little bit more attack based rather than defense based. So keep that in mind. If you're looking for a little bit more DPS or you're looking for somebody a little bit more flashy, then Kael might be your dude. If not, then he might not be your dude. But I definitely hope you guys enjoy this character analysis. If you guys have any recommendations for who you want next, feel free to let me know. Once again, there are more on the way, and peace out, you guys.